if you guys ask me,
Easy, Murray.
Chinatown is a really intense and happening hip trip. Can you hear me? You know, socially speaking, Chinatown is one of those sort of awesome sort of places. You know what I'm saying? You know, the only thing about Chinatown that's bad is that a half an hour after you leave it, you want to come back again. You get it? You want to come back? It's like with the food. Chinese food is
a good one, right? That's a good one.
I thought it was pretty
Look, girls, you know the shop down there you guys wanted to take a look at? Why don't you go down there and see if there's anything in there you like, okay? We'll be down there in a minute.
fabulous. Yeah, that'll be really happening.
Okay? That'd be groovy, too.
Huh? Okay. Yeah, chow, huh? Hey, listen, I can really get down, guys, when I get into the right vibes, huh?
What is this get down in vibes, Maria? Why aren't you wearing your glasses?
Murray, no offense or anything, but these girls are starting to look at you like you're out of your tree.
They are?
Yes, they are.
Oh, well, listen, guys, the reason that I'm not wearing any glasses is because, well, Kimberly told me that my eyes were sexy. And I'm talking like this because I wanted to show her what a now and happening kind of guy I can really be. You know what she said to me when I asked her out for a date? She said, nobody says boss anymore. I mean, can you get behind that? So, needless to say, I wanted to impress her as much as I could. So, you know what I did? I went and I accessed the library computers, and I did all this research on all the current slang. I got a whole list. It's really grody. Let me show you.
No, look, Murray, let me tell you. The trick is not to use all the new words in every sentence, you know?
Yeah, Murray, why don't you just spread your happening hipness out over the whole evening, okay? You're going to do a lot better with Kimberly.
Great.
That is a boss idea, guys.
I ate too much.
Yeah, me too, but it was great there. Thanks.
Let's go get some food.
Where are my glasses? Oh, there. How are you? Are you all right?
I'm okay,
Yeah. Cody? Hey, are you?
Come on.
You all right, buddy?
Yeah, come on. Did you get a plate or what? No, it's no place. Are you all right? Hey, whoa. Take a deep breath.
My eyes are rolling around in my head.
Okay, sit down.
Sir, are you all right?
We're fine, really. They're just fine, thanks.
Are you sure? Because
He's never all right.
Chad.
Listen, do you know who those guys were?
You better believe it.
No, it just seems like sometimes the whole world's going to hell. Just have to expect this kind of thing, son, and be ready next time.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. My name's Kyle Jennings. Thanks a lot. I sure appreciate
Sure, no
it.
problem.
Really don't know what to say.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you, Alan? You still got hairspray clogging up your ears? I said I need you.
well, I don't know what more we can tell you, Lieutenant. 3 men in a van attacked Kyle Jennings and his son last night, and that's all that happened.
But you still haven't told me what I need to know, Basinski. You know, I'm getting tired of dancing with you guys. I've got a tavern, 2 warehouses, and the 3rd Street Community Center all blown to bits because some goofball's getting his jollies.
Look, Lieutenant, we gave you our report, okay? The guys attacked and we fought them off. It's simple as that. Now, we're not going to waste any more of your time, all right?
Wait a minute. Come here.
What, Lieutenant?
Recognize this lady? It's a 2-way mirror. She can't see anyway.
No, were we supposed to know her, Lieutenant?
Sally Jennings,
As in Kyle Jennings?
ex-wife. They split up a few years ago, and she lost custody of her kid, and she's been harassing him ever since. Supposedly, she's a pretty bad head case.
Yeah, but Lieutenant, to separate her from her child like that, that's terrible.
Basinski, before you get too misty on me, let me remind you that kidnapping is still one of the biggies.
Never seen her before, man.
Can't help you, Lieutenant. But if she did hire those thugs, she wasn't in Chinatown last night.
Yeah. Well, Kyle Jennings ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna have to cut Mommy Dearest loose. Get out of here.
Yes, sir.
You know what gets me steamed? All these adults are beating each other's brains out about what's best for the kid. Not one of them ever stopped to think about what it might be doing to him.
Yeah, you're right. Doesn't seem fair, does it? I mean, you'd think adults would know better.
There's no proof that's what the Jennings situation is all about.
Cody, those two goons were after Chad Jennings. You were there.
You don't know for a fact that Mrs. Jennings had anything to do with it.
How long have you been a detective anyway?
Hey, as long as you. What are you getting so riled up about? This isn't even our case.
Yeah, what's wrong, Nick? What is this?
My cousin Stevie went through a bad custody deal like this Jennings kid. He was in a war that his parents fought over. I mean, everybody in the family, they were pulling on the kid's emotional strings, man. He didn't know which way was up. He didn't know if he was coming or going, you know? I know he'll never get over the idea that maybe he was the reason his parents started hating each other in the first place.
Excuse me? You're the detectives that was just talking to the lieutenant?
Yes, that's right.
You said you helped me out in there.
Mrs. Jennings, all we did was tell the truth.
Yeah, he asked us if we saw you in Chinatown last night. We said no.
Well, I did do it. I hired those men to get my son, Chad, back. I had to do that. And now I'd like to hire you to help me. I've got money. I can pay you.
No, wait. Mrs. Jennings, don't you think this is something you should talk over with your husband?
Oh, please. I have nobody else to turn to. My own son is being kept from me. Please help me.
You know, kidnapping is not the solution to anything.
What else was I supposed to do? There's no talking to the man. There's no getting through to him. All I want is to see my son. Now, is that so terrible?
No, of course not, Mrs. Jennings, but Murray's right.
Will you stop calling me that, Mrs.? It only reminds me I married him. I am sorry. I'm sorry. What'd you call me, Sally?
I've been wondering, why would a judge award custody of your child to Kyle in the first place? I mean, usually they rule in favor of the mother, right?
4 years ago, when Kyle asked for a divorce, it threw me. I didn't know what hit me. I didn't handle it very well. I was drinking and I was taking pills. You know, what judge is going to give a little boy to somebody like that?
So the courts felt that Kyle was better equipped to be a single parent.
Yeah. But I'm better now, really. It took a long time to sort through everything. But I'm through with all that. I love Chad. You know, I love him. And I want to see him. I want us to be together.
Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. I would think any judge in the world could see that.
Kyle is very possessive of Chad. He's not going to share him with me, no matter what some judge says.
Yeah, but he may not be permitted by law to do that.
He is doing that. He is a hateful man. He tells lies about me. God knows what he's telling Chad all this time.
Told you custody fights are the worst.
Yeah.
But you see, now, he is doing everything he possibly can to keep my son from me. I don't even know my own son anymore. I don't know what kind of music he likes or what sports. I wonder if he's got a girlfriend. You know, I want to know these things.
School's just about out, isn't it? Are you up for a little drive, maybe?
You mean we should go over to the school now?
Sure, why not?
God, Kyle's gonna kill me when he finds out.
Come on, get off it, man. Come on, leave me alone. Dad, you're embarrassing.
You don't even listen yet, boy? Huh? Don't call me boy! You're even more stupid than you look.
Hey, guys, look at that.
I don't think those kids are fooling around, Nick. Come on, let's go.
Okay, let's... Hey, come on, hey.
Talk to him, man.
You're not gonna...
Come on,
Get out of here! All right, it's all over. Everybody go on about your own business. Now! All right, tell me what happened. What's going
He's
on?
sorry to Mrs. Goldstein. That stuff he goes around saying, he just isn't right.
I've warned you about your behavior for the last time, Chad.
Are you colorblind or something?
Come on,
Chad!
What are you doing here?
I'm Sally Jennings. I'm Chad's mother. What has come over you?
Your son is causing a lot of problems, Mrs. Jennings. We have to talk. Take him to my office. Kevin, I want you to see the school nurse.
You don't have to carry me. I'll tell you what the problem is. You, Goldstein.
Chad!
Chad! Mrs. Goldstein, I'm sorry. What is the matter with him?
Maybe this explains it. Chad left his books behind.
Now, wait a minute. Just who do you think you are, anyway? Accusing my son of being in some kind of trouble when all you've got around this place are a bunch of drug addicts and delinquents.
Mr. Jennings!
Oh, don't try and deny it either. I saw that group outside. What are you doing here? Oh, I see. They're all in this together, is that it?
No one's in on anything, Mr. Jennings. We're talking about problems that concern your son. Please, sit down.
Funny how we have all these problems all of a sudden the minute she shows up.
Excuse me, Mr. Jennings, but Sally had nothing to do with this. Chad was fighting with another boy in the schoolyard, and we found this amongst his books. It's Nazi literature.
Colored boy was upset about this, was he? Was offended by it?
Mr. Jennings, a lot of people are offended by what Nazis stand for. I'm one of them.
It's a free country. At least it used to be when I was in school. Or is that something you don't teach these kids nowadays, Mrs. Goldstein?
Kyle, what are you saying? You don't approve of this.
I've got a piece of paper signed by a judge in this city that says she has no say-so in how I raise this boy. You can look that up if you'd like.
I'm aware of your custody.
Then shut her up.
Jennings, I don't care how strongly you feel about this. You
I see what you're trying to do here. You're all trying to take sides here and team up against us. Well, we don't have to sit here and listen to this garbage.
Look, Mr. Jennings, I don't know what you teach this kid at home, but what I saw out there and what came out of his mouth was a lot of hatred and bigotry.
I'll tell you what I teach my son, mister. I teach him about the world. The way it really is. I teach him all about the commies and the homosexuals and the Jews and the blacks.
Oh, my God!
You're a sick man, Jennings.
I don't see how you can say these things.
Go on, son, tell him. Well, go on, tell him.
We can't let him take over the white race.
Don't expect to see Chad in this school again. Let's go, son.
No, Chad, wait, honey. This is wrong. You can't live like this. Chad!
Well, I can't find a thing on him. According to this, Kyle Jennings has worked at the same place for 10 years. The man was honorably discharged from the service. He was even wounded in action.
So what you're saying is that the guy's clean, right? That's
What
great.
do you mean he's clean? He's a Nazi. They can't let somebody like that raise a kid.
Sure they can. This one's against the law to have extreme views, man. They can do
When
that.
your views are as destructive as that man's, it ought to be.
I don't know about that, Cody. I think Nick's right. Political orientation of and in itself shouldn't be grounds to reverse a custody.
Well, the system sure dropped the ball on this one. That's all I can say.
Well, the thing that upsets me is Sally. Poor woman has to watch her son go through all this. It's really sad.
Divorces are rough, man, especially when kids get caught in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what we need? We've got to get something concrete on Jennings so Sally can haul this guy into court and get Chad some help.
Yeah, well, you won't get any argument from me on that one.
Yeah, me neither, but the guy even pays his taxes.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute here. This is interesting. According to this, Jennings is the director of something called the Peninsula Boys Institution. Now, that's odd. You wouldn't figure him for the kind of guy who would work with kids, would you?
Murray, those are not just kids in there. There's also teenage delinquents.
You know this place, Nick?
Well, I've heard of it. It's a detention camp where they keep runaways and JDs.
Hey, now wait a minute here. If Jennings is teaching other juveniles the same things that he's teaching Chad, well, that might be the hard evidence we're looking for. Right?
Maybe.
Yeah, but if we're going to get evidence out of that place, we're going to have to go undercover. And you and I aren't going to pass for juvenile delinquents.
Well, that's for sure. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, well, I can. I mean, I could try. You got to admit that I'm the youngest looking one of the three of us. And after all, I can rap the funk with the little brothers most effectively.
We'll keep that in mind, Murray.
What we need here is we need somebody who's a few years younger. You know what I'm saying?
Just a few.
Even younger than me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, anybody home?
You're not thinking what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't think we have
Well, you
any
can
choice.
forget it. Not on your life. Not on your life. There's no way.
Wait, will you listen? Wait a minute.
No, not in your
Think
life,
about this
man.
objectively for a moment, will you? Now, Dooley's a street kid. He's going to fit
Come
right
on,
in
wait,
with the other
wait,
delinquents.
you're not
I don't mean
seriously
to delay.
suggesting we send Dooley undercover, are you?
Yeah. We'll put a wire on him. All he's got to do is get Kyle Jennings' attention, right, Dool?
Yeah. Kyle's my man.
Well, it could work, I guess.
Look, Dooley, let me ask you a question. Now, we got something really heavy going down. Do you think you could cut the bull for a little bit and play something real straight? Do you think you could do that?
Real important, huh?
It's very important.
Yeah.
I don't know about this, you guys.
Well, I'm not exactly in love with the idea myself.
Let's go.
Man, what are we doing here? These guys aren't going to tell us anything.
Look, what are we supposed to do? Murray's computer's going to be digging into Jennings' life story, and Dooley's getting processed into that detention camp. You and I, we're not just going to sit around.
I think he's right, Cody. Field interviews like this can be extremely informative.
I say we go in here and shake some trees and see if anything on Kyle Jennings falls out. What do you think?
Yeah. Might even be interesting.
Gerade 7 Mann hoch war, sprach sie von 2 Grundsätze aus. Erstens, sie wollte eine wahrhaftige Weltanschauungspartei sein. Und ihnen wird mehr gefordert als von den Millionen der übrigen Volksgenossen. Für sie genügt nicht die bloße Ablegung des Bekenntnisses, ich glaube, sondern der Schwur, ich kämpfe.
Unbelievable charisma. One day, the world will see what a genius the Fuhrer was.
That's just the cartoon. Where do you see the main attraction?
Private detectives. Allen, Ryder, and Bozinski. My aides tell me you're conducting some kind of an investigation. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Excuse me, why are you putting that gun on the desk? You already know that we're unarmed.
You would be surprised to learn of the death threats against us.
Does this look familiar to you?
No. No? I've never seen this.
It's a Nazi brochure, Commander. Do you always have school kids distribute garbage like this for you?
I already told you it is not one of our publications. 4 minutes.
The enemies that conspire to bring down the white race must be stopped. Talking will get us nowhere unless the language we speak is force.
See, a high school kid by the name of Chad Jennings was found handing these things out yesterday.
Chad Jennings? We don't accept juveniles.
Well, maybe you know his father, Kyle.
Kyle Jennings cannot seem to learn that he does not run the agenda of this party. He is a nonconformist whose behavior rejects our rules and our image.
Gosh, the Nazi image tarnished. Oh, no.
You want to cool it here?
I won't debate philosophy with you, gentlemen. I can see the contempt in your eyes. What you should know about us is that everything we do is strictly legal. We believe that our mission is to teach whites and unite them within the system. Kyle Jennings never accepted our rules. His behavior makes him a very dangerous man to our organization.
A lot of people say your whole organization is dangerous, Commander.
Only our enemies seem to think so. As for Kyle Jennings, We have no use for anyone who's going to get himself arrested. Because as you well know, we are most effective when we work within the laws that protect us. This weekend, for example, at the Federal Building, a number of church groups are getting together to support the deportation of an alleged German war criminal. Well, we will be there too, to voice our views peacefully.
Like the time you drove through a Jewish neighborhood and shouted the Holocaust as a hoax through a bullhorn?
Freedom of speech, Mr. Allen. It works for us just like it works for you.
Is that how you're going to voice your views peacefully at the march, Commander?
Easy. He's baiting you. That's how these guys operate.
You mean that,
It's okay, Murray. The commander already told us how nonviolent they are.
You see, what they do is they push you into the first move, and then they bust your head. Isn't that right?
We train very seriously in the event of an attack against us. If provoked, we will defend ourselves. Yes.
Dad? They said you wanted to see me.
Hello, son. Yeah, I want to show you something.
Something wrong with the van?
Not exactly. I've just made a few modifications. What do you think?
Is that a bomb?
It's one of 6. They're landmines. I've adapted them and put them throughout the van. There's enough there to level a whole city block, son.
Well, what are you gonna do with those?
Not me, son. You and me. We're in this together. We're going to do what needs to be done, son. We've got to make a statement that the people of this city will remember. We'll show them our strength and our power. You're strong enough for this, aren't you, Chad?
Yes, sir.
Good boy. You know, your mother, she's always trying to poison you toward me, but I knew she couldn't do it. I wouldn't worry about her if I were you. I don't think she's going to be harassing you again.
I gotta kill you right now. Remember our orders. We got a message for you, Mrs. Jennings. You come near your kid again, and you're dead. Shh.
My car!
Like that, Mrs. Jennings? I don't think she got the message.
And then,
Hi.
hi.
Are you up for some company?
Sure.
How you feeling, son?
Not very good. But it does help knowing the police are going to arrest the guys that did this.
Sally, it's a little early for that. You see, the police, they don't have a whole lot to go on.
Any clues they might have found inside of your car were destroyed in the fire.
Come on, it's obvious they must work for Kyle.
Sally, they're going to get these guys eventually, believe me. It's just going to take a little while for the police to make a case.
I don't understand this. Why don't they just go arrest Kyle? I mean, who else would warn me to stay away from Chad?
Well, Lieutenant Quinlan spoke to Kyle, and apparently he has an alibi and denies knowing anything at all.
And he believed him.
Well, Kyle also told Quinlan that you hate him enough to have staged this whole thing just to get him in trouble.
Believe this?
Look, Sally, believe me, it's really hard for us to see you like this. I wish I could tell you that the cops have nailed these 2 guys, but they haven't.
I know. You know what really gets me, though? These guys were so young. I could tell by their voices they couldn't have been more than 18. They were just boys.
Wait a minute, wait. Boys is in Peninsula Boys Institution, maybe?
Hey, that's a distinct possibility.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you mean?
Well, it's beginning to look like that institution might be the key to nailing Kyle.
Maybe they came from there. I mean, they're the right age for it.
Yeah.
Do you really think so?
Well, we'll soon find out. We've already got a plan in operation. You see, we pulled some strings and managed to get a young man that we know undercover inside of the camp. In many ways, he's perfect for the assignment.
What did you just say?
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I thought I asked you to move some other chair. Thought I heard some noise come out of your little mouth.
Look, you want this chair?
Pretty bright.
Well, come and get it.
All right, come on, let's go. Come on. Look, take it, man. You better split. What are you looking at? And I can't eat this slop.
Hey, Kirk. That was some nice work you did back there. I really like the way you handled that black guy.
Is that right?
Yeah, you're real straight ahead. Some of the other guys and me, we like that.
What are you, some kind of junior social worker?
What's he doing? He's gonna blow the whole thing.
Wait,
Listen.
I can't hear him.
Wait, I'll turn it up there.
We shouldn't have sent him in there. I told you that.
Just trying to write
We didn't have any choice.
Yeah, wait.
Hey, look, there's some guys here I think you might want to meet.
Never met you. Does it get any better?
No joke, man. There's some guys here who are a lot like you, who think like you do. About certain kinds of people knowing their place, for example.
Okay, so I'm fascinated. Now what?
I show you around. Come on.
I don't believe it. He actually pulled it off.
Yeah, listen, did you get that stuff about guys who think like you do?
Yeah. Hey, you know what I think, guys?
What?
I think Carl Jennings is using Chad to recruit boys at the institution.
Sounds that way, doesn't it?
Whoa, man, they didn't teach us stuff like this. Those dumps you threw me in.
And they don't teach it here, officially. It's just for some of us. And as a matter of fact, I'm going for my brown belt next week.
All right. You know, Chad, man, I can really get behind some of this stuff, you know? What kind of cub do you say this was, anyway?
It gets better. Come on.
Wait a minute, man. You're telling me we get to do this stuff, too?
Some do, Kirk. The guys we can trust to keep their mouths shut.
Yeah.
The guys in the group.
Too much, man. Too much. So listen, who do I got to talk to do all this, huh?
You're talking to him.
All right.
My dad runs this place. He runs the group. Here, you want to try, Kirk?
Yeah, don't mind if I do. All right.
Another group of guys, huh?
He's training those kids for combat. Nick Jennings is a lot more dangerous than I thought.
Yeah, that's for sure. Look at this, guys.
What?
Well, just on a hunch, I accessed Jennings' military records. He was an explosive specialist in the Navy.
Oh, man, Sally's car just happens to get torched. You know, Quinlan's gonna go nuts with this murder. That's great.
Wait a minute, explosives. What kind of places did Quinlan say were getting bombed in those ones he's investigating?
That's right, the 3rd Street Community Center.
Which happens to be right in the middle of a Jewish neighborhood, right?
Yeah, and there was a Hispanic importer, too, right?
Oh, remember what Kepler was saying about Jennings' dangerous behavior? Remember that, Wilmer?
Yeah, you know what? I think we got something here, guys.
Murray, get into the police computer, will you? See if you can find out what kind of bomb was used on Sally's car.
Yeah, I can have that for you in a second.
Welcome to the Peninsula Boys Institute, Commander. Come to take a look at how a training facility ought to be run?
I had some detectives pay me a visit, Jennings. You operating on your own again?
Whatever I do for the good of the movement.
Jennings, I am tired of warning you.
Warning me? You think you can control me? You, who refuse to take action against our enemies?
I will determine what action will or will not be taken. I am the commander of this party, not you.
Oh! We used to fight together, Commander, side by side. What happened?
That was then. This is now. You're a coward, Jennings. And you're weak. You were never fit to lead this party.
All of you! Freeze! Get away from my father. No!
Give me the gun, Chad.
Don't push me, Commander.
There were 4 of us. You gonna shoot everybody? I don't think you can.
Don't bet on that, sir.
You're the one not fit to lead, Kevlar. Out of respect for the uniform, I will give you just 15 seconds to get off this property. Did you hear what he said to me? He said I was weak. He said I was a coward. Have a dozen of the boys ready in the van in the morning. Kevlar has to be taught a lesson.
This had better be good, gentlemen, because I don't like to get up this early in the morning for anybody but a good-looking woman.
Look, Lieutenant, will you just put your dislike for us aside for a minute, please?
Tell us what kind of explosives are being used in bombing tests.
It's a radio-controlled incendiary device. Why?
Because we think we know who the King Harbor bomber is, that's why.
You think you know what?
We think it's Kyle Jennings, Lieutenant.
Yeah, show him, Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle Jennings. He's the guy that filed the report against his ex-wife. But just tell me something, gentlemen. What in the hell does the divorce hassle have to do with blowing up buildings?
Lieutenant, will you listen to us for a minute?
Well, actually, Lieutenant, nothing. But in our custody work for Sally Jennings, we've had an opportunity to become acquainted with Kyle Jennings', shall we say, more radical nature.
Yeah.
You know, between the 3 of you, can't one of you just speak English?
All right, look, it's real simple, okay? Number 1, all the bombings have been at buildings owned by minorities, okay? Number 2, Jennings is a Nazi. And number 3, he was also an explosive expert in the Navy.
Yeah, take a look at this one.
Look at this.
Yeah, look.
Come on, now, Murray, check this out. Sally Jennings' car was torched by a radio-controlled incendiary device.
This is Quinlan. Put an APB out on Kyle Jennings? Yeah, presumed armed and extremely dangerous.
Oh, it's the first time he's ever believed us.
It's the first time you ever said anything that made sense, Ryder. But you got lucky this time. In 3 hours, there's going to be a demonstration at the Federal Building against a Nazi war criminal.
I'll get to meet him.
Yeah, I'll follow you in the car. You got anything, Murray?
Well, not yet, Cody. We're still out of Dooley's range.
Hey, Dooley.
Hey, Chad, what's up?
You said you wanted to join the group, didn't you?
Yeah, sure thing.
Well, some of us are taking a little trip this morning. We're gonna bust some heads. And I was thinking you might want to come along.
Yeah, all right. Sounds like fun.
Good, here, put this on.
What's this? What is all this Nazi stuff, huh?
That's the group, Kirk. We're members of the party. You still want to join us?
Yeah, all right.
How much longer, Nick?
I'll be at the camp, Cody, in about 10 minutes.
Good.
Guys, this...
Hey, Cody, wait a minute. I think I'm getting a signal.
Let's get dressed.
Yeah, well, listen, I got some stuff to do here, so how about if I meet you guys outside, all right?
Are you nervous about something, Dooley?
Oh, me? Why would I be nervous, huh? Right, guys?
Yeah, well, why would you put that uniform on, sport?
Yeah, well, I just got some things to do.
It's a transmitter.
You're a spy?
Hey, he conned us, Chad.
No, it cut off. Wait a minute, something's wrong here. Dooley's transmission just went dead.
Come on, you're making a mistake. I'm telling you, you're making a mistake. Nazis.
This is our spy.
Yes, sir.
Spy? Hey, no way, Mr. Jennings. I'm not a
We found
spy.
his transmitter on him, sir.
Okay, the transmitter. You want to know about that? Listen, it was those drug enforcement dudes, man. They made me wear it to bust some drug pushers. That's all. That's all.
What shall we do with him, Commandant?
Put him on the bus, too.
It's a mistake.
This is Whiskey Ray 397. Patch me through to Lieutenant Quinlan.
Right here for the car. Just line up here, right now.
Catch the killer, send him back. Catch the killer, send him back. Ryder on the radio for you.
What'd you find out?
I just left Jennings' camp, Lieutenant. He split about 20 minutes ago. He had a dozen of those kids in a van.
Van? What the hell's he doing with those kids in the van?
The guy's really a fanatic, all right? Now, he's got his kid and Kirk Dooley with him. I got a feeling he's heading your way.
Yeah, if he's planning a bomb stunt, he's probably got him with him.
You got it. Oh, listen, call Sally Jennings about this, will you? In case something happens to a kid.
Roger.
Try and bring that flag near me, coward.
Why do they let scum like you on the streets? Police the only thing.
Baby killers, monsters. You're pigs. You're murderers. Calling us like this. We'll never forget. We'll never forget.
Okay, boys, everybody keep an eye out for that minivan.
Okay, we're with you, Nick.
You guys can't do this. You can't just walk down to a peaceful demonstration and just start beating people up. I can't believe you're just gonna walk down there and get messed up.
My dad's the commandant. He knows what he's doing.
Excuse me, Mr. Jennings. Commander Jennings. Commandant, can you hear me?
I don't see him anywhere, Nick. If Jennings was going from the detention camp to the federal building, you'd have to take Ocean Boulevard, wouldn't he?
Yeah, right, but he's not around here anywhere. We're almost on top of the demonstration.
Look, just keep your eyes peeled, okay?
Right.
You should all be in jail. Burn those signs, you creeps.
Go back to Germany. Go. The world beats you once and
Yeah,
will
this is
beat you
Quinlan.
again.
He's out of the van yet.
Nothing yet, Lieutenant. We're still looking.
Cody? I got him, man. I got him. Where? He's turning west on 3rd.
Okay, we're on our way.
All right.
Cody, this is terrible. All those kids, what are we gonna do?
Well, we gotta stop him somehow, Murray. Don't ask me how.
Dad, I think there's a big chopper following us.
Yeah? What's his position?
He's on 3rd. He's coming fast, Lieutenant. He just ran 3 lights. He's picking up speed.
You think he's gonna try to ram us?
Could be. Look, if he's loaded with explosives, he's gonna kill a lot of people.
Anything you can do from the air?
Oh, we sure as hell are gonna try. Look, Cody's right behind him on the ground, all right?
Okay, Murray, take the wheel. Try and get us alongside him.
Dad, are you okay?
Chad, listen, I know you're real close to your old man and all, but he's not slowing down. Doesn't take a genius to see that he's trying to kill us.
Okay, Jennings, follow! Go! Go! Give me that! What is that thing? Come on, what the hell is that thing? Time bomb! There's someone on the van! Come on, everybody out! Go! Get out there! Go! Let's go! Get out! Cody! Let's go! Yeah, Murray's gonna float! Come on!
Let's go.
Cody, this is Nick, man. Talk to me. Are you all right?
Yeah, Nick, everybody's fine. Listen, give Quinlan a call, will you?
Tell him Kyle Jennings' plan just went up in smoke.
You got it.
We're gonna let you go in there by yourself, okay?
Well, what am I gonna say to her? You know, I don't even know her.
Look, Chad, the most important thing is that she's your mother, and she loves you very much.
Yeah, she needs your love right now, Chad. She needs it a lot. And whether or not you can admit it to yourself, I think you could use her love too.
So what are we gonna talk about in there, huh? Hey, Mom, how you doing?
Chad, let me give you some advice. You've had a lot of emotions build up over the last couple of years. It's gonna be tough, but just go in there and just let loose. Just tell her whatever you feel.
See, Chad, there's one great thing about moms. They know a lot more than you think they do.
I'm really sorry everything had to end up this way. It's my dad and everything.
Yeah. Well, with that much hatred, Chad, that's about the only way it could end up.
I just wish it could have been different.
I know.
Hey, Chad. These are for your mom. Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
You bet.
Good luck, Chad.
Poor kid. He's so confused. Doesn't even know who's on his side.
Yeah, I know, it's tough. You know what gets me? Jennings gets busted, gets put away, but Kefler and the rest of them are still free. There's not a thing we can do about it.
Just like Kefler said, when they work within the system, we can't touch them. Let's go.